Hey guys, before we start this episode, I wanted to talk to you about Type 1 Lifting. So, Type 1 Lifting is a clothing line that proceeds of the shirts and tanks and everything else goes to the Children's Diabetes Foundation. This all came about with me and seeing a 5-year-old girl in the emergency department that had new onset of diabetes. Just take a look at the website. It's www.type1lifting.com. So just check it out. If you don't buy anything, that's perfectly fine. I would just like for you just to take a look and just see what we have. So, like I said before, www.type1lifting.com. And guys, I hope you enjoy the show. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Liftoff. Thank you for tuning in. So we're just going to go straight right into the Liftoff. Some interesting news in the CrossFit world. So Noah Olson did 30 ring muscle ups in a row, which is absolutely insane. I can't believe he actually did that, and just holding on for 30 reps on a ring muscle up is amazing. So I don't know, what his progress was to working on this, but that is definitely something to strive for the average folks. At least just to get 10 is pretty amazing, but 30 is quite insane. But speaking about muscle ups and using the rings, one of the things that the Open is going to have is a pull-up bar. Granted, they're not having any ring muscle ups because a lot of people just don't have, due to COVID, their gym's not open or whatnot. So one of the workouts I think is going to have chest-to-bar pull-ups, which pretty much is obvious because they don't do regular push-ups in the Open. It's every single year they've done chest-to-bar pull-ups. So we have roughly about 2 months away from the Open, roughly. And so one of the things I think everyone should work on is chest-to-bar pull-ups. Just start working on the strict, just getting your chest all the way to the bar, and then after a while, just start working on those kips. The main thing is, when I do chest-to-bar pull-ups, I look straight up at the ceiling. So typically that is a good thing for me to work on. So just have my face up, staring at one spot on the ceiling, right above me, and also trying to work on, once I hit the bar, just don't plop all the way down to the bottom, and then I have to use my legs for more momentum to try to make another rep. So it's almost like an oval at a 45-degree angle. So just think of you hit the bar, you're going down a little bit, and then get the legs back, and then kick, and then you're going back up again instead of just dropping to the ground. And obviously, I understand, people get tired and fatigued during the workout. So try to make, those chest-to-bar pull-ups pretty efficient. So, and if you can only do 3 chest-to-bar pull-ups, 2, just do it that way, and just kind of keep that momentum going instead of just like flailing and actually hurting your shoulders. So I've been working on chest-to-bar pull-ups for quite a while. Hopefully, with my 6'6" frame, I'm trying to get smoother on them. I actually had one workout I did, which was a great one. I did chest-to-bar pull-ups. In the last round of chest-to-bar pull-ups, I actually, didn't do a big flailing kick, and I felt, my chest-to-bar pull-ups were a lot smoother during that. So I hope you guys are working on that. Obviously, there's a lot of things that I need to work on, and this is one of the ones that I am currently working on, because I would like to at least get 20 chest-to-bar pull-ups in a row, which would be awesome. So that's one of the goals for this year. Another thing is, there's definitely going to be snatching in the Open workout. So one of the snatching workouts I've been doing for the past couple weeks is from the Misfit Athletic blog. I've been on their program for quite a while. Love their stuff. I'm looking forward to maybe interviewing a couple people on my podcast as well from the Misfit Athletics. And so the workout is, you're doing 3 rounds every 2 minutes. So the first 3 rounds you're doing, in each of them is 2 minutes, you're doing a snatch from above the knee to overhead. So you're doing 3 of those. Typically, I like doing 135 just starting out. Obviously you're kind of warmed up, but still just to, I feel like it's a little bit more of a warm up. So just do 3 in a row for 3 rounds for 2 minutes for each round, and then the next round after you hit 3, so that'd be the 4th round, you go 2 reps hang snatch below the knee. And so you do those and you start adding more weight and weight and weight. And then the last 3 rounds, you do 1 snatch. And so from the ground. So typically when I'm at the 6th round march, going into the 7th round, I feel pretty warmed up, feel pretty good. So I'm actually hitting, the last round, I've been hitting over 225 on a snatch, which is, it feels good actually constantly hitting 225, like I said before, my other Liftoff. So I would have you guys try it out, just see what you guys think. And I love it. I mean, I've been getting a lot stronger on those snatches just doing that. And, just give Misfit Athletics a try. Great group of guys. Their podcast is amazing. They go over each phase, which is pretty cool. And, they always put their 2 cents into it, which I love their podcast for. So, another thing is, it's a new year, and insulin prices, are really high for a lot of people because a lot of people haven't hit their deductible. I've been trying to stock up in December before January hits, so I can be okay for the next couple months, because luckily my wife has a medication that roughly in 2 months can hit her deductible. So, but a lot of people, they don't have that option, and it's hard to see people, especially parents with kids, and their insulin is $1,000, and telling their kids, listen, I can't pay for this, and it's heartbreaking, and I feel bad for the parents, I feel bad for the kids. People can die from this because their blood sugars are elevated, and it's really scary. But I believe there is one. Maybe I heard this from a pharmacist, but there is a type of insulin that they're selling it for $100 per box. I'm not quite sure what the medication's called. I think I talked about this before, but just look for options. It's crazy. Like I've heard some people going across the Mexico border to buy their insulin. It's almost like a year's supply of insulin for like maybe $1,000, and they're saying it's not regulated, but it's the same company and same pen and all that stuff that's that is in the box. And also people were buying stuff from Canada. Like one of my fellow the person I did a podcast interview with, Jessica Butner, she said that both her long-lasting insulin and her quick-acting insulin is roughly $300 a month, because it's up in Canada. But they're gonna say, oh, it's not regulated as well. But I'm almost at the point just thinking about reaching out to her and saying, hey, hook a brother up if you could send it down here. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm underneath new insurance right now because I started a new job a couple weeks ago. So I'm kind of curious how this is going to work. So yeah, so we'll see what happens. But on the bright side, tomorrow's guest is Kavika Henderson. So I've been a big fan of this guy for years on Instagram. So I finally got the chance to sit down and talk to him. During the podcast, there were a couple of, freezes, with the equipment that I have or his equipment. I don't know, but there was a freeze or pauses. So I had to ask a couple questions over again. But really nice dude, super down to earth. Any question I had with him, like especially on Instagram, if I had a question about anything, he was always quick to respond back, which I was truly grateful for, because there's some people that don't do that. And it was an awesome conversation I had with him, and I would love to have him on again. I know he was in Austin. He was doing the Aggie fitness competition down there. Actually, one of my other guests, Chris Sexton, was there too as well with the team. But he was down there. I don't know how he did on the during the competition, but great guy to talk to, and he's super strong too. So I hope you guys enjoy that episode tomorrow, and I hope you guys have a great day. If you guys have any questions for anything you want me to ask, or talk about on the podcast, just feel free, DM me, or I'm gonna post it earlier instead of on Friday, just to see if any of you guys have any questions, and we'll go from there. So I hope you guys have a great rest of the week. I hope you guys enjoy my guest on Tuesday, and I have some big heavy hitters coming interviewing that I'm going to be interviewing in the next couple weeks. So I'm really excited, how this podcast is growing and the people I get to talk to, and and I hope you guys enjoy too. So I will catch you guys later.